Hello everybody, today I have a bit of tasty trivia for you. Our favorite thing in the world, ice cream. Ice cream has a really interesting history actually. So the ideas that built up to ice cream date all the way back till the 4th century BC in Persia, of all places. I don't know why the Persians got it and no one else did, but the Persians were on to this thing. It then carried on over into Greece and Rome. Apparently Emperor Nero was like super into this thing where he would take ice from the mountains. He'd have his slaves go and collect ice and then he'd put nuts and fruit on top of the ice or something. China came up with a way to preserve food using ice and syrup, which is interesting. And then I guess they'd eat the ice afterward, which was now sweet. So before they'd invented refrigerators or freezers, you had these people coming up with interesting ways in the middle of summer to keep themselves cool with a sweet treat. So ice cream as we know it today came around roughly 1700s. And so that's when it became really creamy, that's when they started adding the cream, and that's when they started defining what is ice cream. And when they first started doing it, our favorite flavor today, which is vanilla, the most sold and most popular flavor is vanilla, wasn't even on their radar. They were still about the fruit, the nuts, and every once in a while, weird things. So in Europe, apparently there was they were using cheese in their ice cream flavors. But one really weird flavor of note that isn't usually served today is what was served by the First Lady, Dolly Madison. So James Madison's wife, which I don't know why, but the Madisons keep coming up in all of my videos. She would serve oyster ice cream at the White House. That's right, oyster. Why? Why would they serve oyster ice cream? That is disgusting. So moving on from that, Benjamin Franklin came up with some weird flavors, one of which was spicy chocolate. What kind of crazy man comes up with spicy hot chocolate ice cream? So anyway, those flavors are both being served today. Who knows why? There are lots of restaurants, lots of ice creameries around the world that serve strange and exotic flavors of ice cream. So in Delaware, there's an ice cream restaurant that serves the Carolina Reaper, but it is right now the hottest pepper on record. So if you sign a waiver, you can eat some Carolina Reaper ice cream. You have to sign a waiver to eat ice cream. Stop putting that kind of stuff in the cream. Next, Tokyo. They've got a place called Ice Cream City in Tokyo, which is just a bunch of ice cream places, and some of them sell strange things. Among those strange things are wasabi. And just in case the Carolina Reaper wasn't enough for you and you need some additional spice, you can throw a scoop of wasabi on top of it. Then there's crab, which actually has crab in it. That just makes me, you have snake ice cream. That's bizarre. Just straight up bizarre. And I'm not having it. And then there's one in New York that, edamame, scallion flavored ice cream. Scallions are onions. Onions don't belong with anything that has to do with milk. Maybe one of the worst of all. Up there with oyster and crab. It's foie gras. Liver. This is the epitome of insanity. People have turned ice cream, something that's supposed to be nice and tasty and beautiful, into a horror movie. Now, would I try any of these flavors? Most definitely. I would probably try every single one of them, because I'm that kind of guy. And if any of you happen to be in the neighborhood of these places and happen to try one of these flavors, give me a shout and let me know how it is, so I can know whether it's worth flying all the way to Japan to taste wasabi ice cream. That is the wild world of ice cream right there, and that's some interesting trivia for you to throw around at your next baptism or something. I don't know. So if you like my video, please like it and subscribe to see more of these crazy things that I do. And from here on out, Tuesdays are Trivia Tuesdays. So the little history thing I was doing before, it's coming here on Tuesday. And that's what you can expect on Tuesdays, is trivia like this. History and other facts. Here's to you, kid, and enjoy your life. Bye-bye now.
Je préfère, il n'a rien dit.